Matcha, I just finished watching My Dress Up Darling, Ow How I Ride, and Bunny Girl Senpai. Oh my gosh! I love all those shows! Abuse me, I don't mind. How do I pin a chat comment? You just finished a barrage? A barrage? Is the right word barrage? I keep trying to say it. You just finished a lot of good anime. Dress Up Darling was so good. There's actually somebody that has a VTuber model that looks just like Kitagara. The only thing is that they use the model for lewd content, and I don't know how I feel about that. Because Kitagara, you know, is in high school, and it's a VTuber with a Kitagara model, but, you know, it's for lewd content, so it makes me feel weird. If it's Matcha, then I wouldn't mind being abused by her. Why do all of you all just... You can't just be like, oh my god, Matcha, I love your, like, cozy vibe. Yeah, you're so childish. Yeah, abuse me. You can't just say that. Yo, say... No! Where did you get that emo from? Where did you... How did we get to this? Oh my gosh, you guys are distracting me. We need to go and celebrate Robin's birthday. What the heck? Oh my god. Asian woman looks like high schoolers, but actually college. Oh my gosh. Let's go to the north side. Get that? No! What do you mean? Gosh, where is this in? Where is this birthday party? That reminds me of the TikTok of the guy that has the credit card, and he's like, "Where did you get that?" And he bangs the card on the table. That's that's what I thought of when you said that, Emiya. Okay, so ooh, I forgot that she sold cakes and coffee and stuff. We do have a birthday present, right? Yeah, we got a birthday present. Hello. Oh my gosh, fluffy apple crumb. Oh, that sounds delicious. Jumpy coffee cake. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. This pillow soft cheesy sandwich. I'm getting hungry now. Thanks. Her place. Oh, that's me, but Asian. Hope you've been looking into the mirror to see cuteness and perfection. Oh my god. You guys are amazing. Oh, achievement update. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Lady Crab, happy birthday, Robin. Oh, this is so cool. Oh my gosh. The party was a blast. You gained a bunch of friendship points with Robin. Oh my god. That was so cool. That was so cool. Oh wait, we can give her a present though. I guess we could go to her house. What? Also, out of topic, I bought these adorable paper charms that are designed after Demon Slayer. May or may not have finished the whole pad within a day. Matcha, pick a number between 1 and 22. 16. And 16 is my final answer. Why 16? I have no idea. If I get a bad fortune, I'll cry. If you're doing a fortune reading. So now let's go to Robin's house and give her... Oh my gosh, we can give her a birthday present and a birthday party. Holy crap, we're gonna be her bestie. I don't even want to look at how many hearts that gave me. But after I give her this present, then I want to look at how many hearts it gives me. Oh, our corn grew. Because you wish to be 16 still? Oh, I do? You know, life was a lot easier when I was 16. I didn't have bills. I didn't have, like, Bills. I didn't have bills. What did I do when I was 16? I learned. Did I start learning to drive when I was 16? Yeah, I think I started learning to drive. I went the wrong way. But I also got better at art when I was 16. I don't illustrate anymore. I've gotten so rusty. But I will start again. Happy birthday again, Robin. A birthday gift? That's very kind of you. I love it. Oh my gosh. How many hearts do we have with her? Holy... She was like down here, wasn't she? We had like 4 hearts. Holy crap. I'm throwing a birthday party for everybody. 16 was my glory days. I actually had a life there. Ah, eyelash. What else did I do when I was 16? I like kind of chilled out. I think 16... No, that's not when I started playing Overwatch. I didn't start playing Overwatch when I was 16. I don't even think it came out when I was 16. Oh, you know what? When I was 16 is when I first started actually looking at content creators and stuff. I started looking at content creators on YouTube, and I don't remember who I subscribed to first. I think it was like a vlogger. But then I started watching people play games. Like I watched PewDiePie and his whole clique play games like what was it? Minx, PewDiePie, Minx, Cinnamon Toast Ken, and Cry, when they were like all playing games together and stuff. That's when I first started getting into like YouTubers and everybody else. But now things have changed. I've started watching like Stardew Valley players and Sims players on YouTube a lot. Is this a heater? Yeah, this is a heater. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. At least not right now. I'll put it in a chest. And then I think when I was 18 was when I wanted to play Overwatch but couldn't afford the game at the time. But I was in school too, so I really didn't have time to be playing it because I was like in school all the time. But when I started signing up for more online classes, then I had time to play it more, so then I started then. But I've only barely played comp. I've only started playing comp like this year, but I haven't been grinding at all. Thanks for picking a matcha. Oh yeah, no problem. No problem at all. I graduated high school at 16, turning 17, and then 17 was in uni, and then dropped out of school after winter semester. I'm 19 in June. 16 was the age when I discovered my preferences. There was somebody that was talking about their... Oh, I gotta put that back in the greenhouse. I watched somebody talking about their preferences on TikTok, and they had a whole outfit for it. They picked the outfit and they were talking to their parents about it. And after they took all this courage to tell their mom their preferences, their mom was like, oh yeah, I already knew that. I knew that like a couple years back. I mean, it was kind of obvious. Look at how you're dressed. They were like this button down and like khakis. Like, gender-wise, they were a girl, but they were coming out as lesbian. And her mom was like, yeah, I don't care what you prefer sexual-wise, but I would prefer for you to pick out better clothes. And I was like, oof. Oof. Like, what do we have to do now? Let's look at the calendar and see what next birthday is coming up, because I would not mind doing... I should have did a birthday for Floor. That would have made things so much easier. Roasted. Actually scorched. Scorched, toasted, and barbecued. Like... Literally, your mother accepts you for who you are, which is fantastic, but you still get your feelings hurt. Who else? Maddie... George... Oh my gosh, like getting all that friendship was so easy. Ooh, we did not give Marnie anything for her birthday. Fiddlesticks! What does Marnie like? We do have to befriend Marnie to get the mayor's shorts from her room. Oh, we got one heart with this girl. Oh yeah, she likes the pink cake. Oh gosh. I learned my preferences after getting kicked out. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Matcha on that friendship grind. Girl, I'm trying. Now that there's like a whole cheat code for it, which is a birthday party. Makes things so much easier. Oh, we got a queen of sauce today. Greetings, it's Asai, the queen of sauce, here to teach you a mouth-watering recipe from my secret cookbook. This week's dish is crab cakes. Crab meat is very flimsy on its own, but mixing it with breadcrumbs and egg is the best way to give them to somebody. That's why these cakes are my favorite way to eat crab. But before you go, crackling any shells, stay tuned for my essential seasoning mixture. You learned how to cook crab cakes. That made me hungry. I haven't had seafood in a long time. Parents will both emotionally support and hurt you. You're screwed if the latter is a oof when it's both. Yeah. No, I'm in a better place. That's good. That's good. Because, like, your parents are your parents, sure, but if they don't accept and love you for who you are, then, in my book, those aren't your parents. Your parents are people that love you and accept you for who you are. And if they do not, and if that's not the case, then you don't have to be with them. Nowadays, blood ties do not stick you with somebody. Leave them. Leave the toxicity behind. You don't need that. Like, our world kind of sucks already. So the last thing that you need is to be stuck with somebody that doesn't love you, you know? And then some people will always try to be toxic to you. They'll be like, oh my God, I gave birth to you. I did all this. You have to repay me for all the money I spent raising you. Well, yeah, you can go fuck yourself, Karen. I'm just going to go live somewhere else. Because sometimes your best friends that are around you will love you more than your parents could. My parents are dead to me. Yo, well, fuck them. You do not have to take that. Although I'm very grateful that my mother and father accepts me for whatever I do, even if I do the most weirdest things. I don't remember where I'm going. Let me go back home. It's getting late. I'm gonna go back home and go to sleep. But I even told my mom about like my VTubing journey and what I want to do and how I want to do it. And okay, so I lived in Michigan for a while for work. And then I came back and I moved into another apartment. And during like this past Mother's Day was when I invited my mommy to come and visit the apartment because I had her paintings everywhere. My mother is a fantastic painter. And I adore her art style and everything. I have her portraits everywhere. And she was like, I want to paint more stuff for your place. So whenever I go there, I just want to take a look around so I can get a good vibe, like get a good feel for the colors and everything. And I was like, yeah, I'll just cook you something for Mother's Day. And she came over and she looked around everywhere and she was like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. And then I was like, hey mom, this is the PC that I built and everything. And so she was so impressed with the PC. She was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So like, what do you do with it? I doubt that you only game on here. And I was like, well, I don't. So I showed like my VTuber model and I showed her like my OBS setup and my game setup and all of my socials and everything. And she looked at me and she was like, I'm so proud of you. I was very worried that you wasn't going to find like something you were interested in. You were worried a couple years back that you didn't have a passion or a dream. So I'm glad that you found something that makes you happy. This avatar is super, super adorable. I love her. I love everything. Like your branding's amazing. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. Your mummy? Yeah, my mummy. I call her everything. Like my mummy and my father. I've called them father and mother. I've called her mummy, mommy, mama. Your message wasn't posted due to conflicts with the channel's moderation settings. What the heck? I didn't even get a notification. I didn't see anything. Usually it would tell me. I still want to touch your ears. They look so soft. They are very fluffy. Look at the mouths. Oh, let me get this cheese. Wait, never mind. Put the cheese back. That can't be aged right now. I highly doubt that anything is done aging. It's nowhere near been a month yet. My ears are super soft. Dear Matcha, here's an old recipe that my grandma passed on to me. Enjoy. Oh, I got pumpkin soup from Robin. Reminds me of my dogs. What type of doggies do you have? I wish I could have pet. Whoop. Oh, chicken was kind of glitching out a little bit. I said my life has been shit because of my parents. They can really make or break your life. I have a friend And she's super cool. This is separate from any of the other friends I mentioned. I only have 4 friends. I have 4 friends, but this friend, she had hard times with her mother growing up because her mother was like very controlling. It was like a weird type of controlling. She was like, she really had the mommy is always right attitude, and it was very cringe because she treated you like you didn't know anything that you were doing. It was so dumb. Anywho, she found out when she turned 21. When she turned 21, she had her first child. So she tried to buy a car. She was like, okay, if I'm going to have a kid, I'm going to need a car so I can just get to work, you know? And she tried to apply to like get a loan or whatever because she wanted this cute Kia Soul. And it was actually pretty adorable. I'm going to sell these. Let me take them back. But then she found out that her credit score was too low. And she thought, how's my credit score too low? I only have 1 credit card. I've been paying on it. I've been using it. I've never deferred. I've never, you know, missed or been late on a payment. I don't understand why my credit score was so low. Her credit score was so low. And she thought that maybe when you're starting off, your credit score is low. But I was like, no, when you start off, your credit score is pretty high. Like, you start at a certain point and then it just goes down after that. It goes down for a number of reasons and it goes up for a number of reasons. But I was talking to her about it. I was like, your credit score can't be this low and you've been paying all your bills on time. Like, you have to check out what's affecting your credit. So she did that. And her credit was affected by a number of like bills from like water, gas, electric. It was just odd. So she checked in with her mom and she was like, were you putting stuff under my name or something? And so she looked at the bills and she found out that the bills to her house were all under her name. Like, her mom has been using her credit score to like get loans and pay bills and get approved for stuff because her mom's credit was already so low. And she was so heartbroken. Like, she called me crying. She said, I can't get anything. I have a kid. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do because my credit score is so low. Like, I'm going to have to climb from here. I'm still in college. And I was like, what in the world? I've never been so mad for someone. Like, it was so bad. Oh, let me get some mushrooms. Let's go find Linus while we're chatting. But it was a very heartbreaking moment for me because she just didn't know. And that's when she moved out from her mom's place. She was like, I'm going to find somewhere else to live. I'm canceling all these bills. Like, this is ridiculous. You shouldn't be doing this. She started using her credit score, her name, when she was 18. So for 4 years, she's been using her credit and shit under her name. That's horrible. Mother's a culprit. Mother Gotho right there. That makes me want to strangle someone. Like, yeah. Like, it's already bad enough that some of the loan companies were allowing her to do it. That's even though she was using a name that was freaking underaged. Like, that's dumb. Like, I don't know what type of shady people she's been getting loans from. But it kind of broke her and I felt so bad. And it was a kid that she actually wanted to. Like, she wanted to, it wasn't an accidental baby. Like, she wanted to have a child. Because she already did, like, she managed her time very well. I don't know how she did it. But she was in school full time. She was working full time. And she saved up enough money. She was like, okay, I can support a child. Like, it was her fiance at the time. So they were like, yeah, we can raise a child. I know we're really young right now, but we can do it. My parents did something similar with the shoelace. Ooh, she's very organized. She's super impressive. She's really respectable. She's a very respectable person. And I really admired her. But the fact that something like that happened to, like, she had everything planned perfectly. And for something like that to happen really just messed her up. But she did have her partner and they did work through it though. She didn't 100% cut ties with her mom, which I'm a little bit surprised about. I wish I had that same motivation. You know what? Same. Honestly. I just realized that somebody said strangle her with a shoelace. She doesn't deserve the full rope. She just gets a shoelace. We're gonna get so many rewards from the museum after this. I just realized we have a lot of frozen geodes. I cut ties with my parents. I wish her the best though. Strangle her with floss. Floss. It's just, it sucks how toxic parents can be. And of course, like, I had a decent childhood. My only thing was like the mental stuff that I was kind of born with, which I didn't know. Most shoelaces are sturdier than some company made rope, surprisingly. Oh my gosh. But some of the things that I was born with, well, I'm neurodivergent, which I've learned recently, and I didn't even know what that was. Which may or may not explain the childish behavior, but anywho, the one thing that I discovered mentally a couple years back, that I was born with a type of depression, because I knew that I had depression, but I didn't know why. And I thought, like, maybe it's environmental, but it can't be environmental, because as I told you guys, like, my parents are cool. My brother and my sister are really cool. Like, I'm chilling. Yeah, my school life could have been better. I was bullied a little bit, but... What? Oh, that was just a sign. But that shouldn't cause, like, such a deep depression as what I have now. But I found out that I have, like, it's a very odd form of depression. It's a type of depression that you're literally born with. It's called dysmorphia. Dysmorphia forms... It's like a blood reaction. It's like a couple of cells in my blood are causing something to not produce properly in my brain. It's like a long... Oh, no, I don't want to rearrange anything. I want my reward. It's a lot of science, but dysmorphia basically is a long-term, mild to severe depression. It's like, I have it no matter what. I can't get rid of it. And that's what my psychologist told me when I went to get it checked. He was like, you're not going to be able to get rid of it. This isn't a seasonal depression. It's not a PMS depression. It's a type of depression that you were born with. So I don't want to put you on medication, because then you'll just be on medication all your life. I don't think you want to rely on medication every single day for the rest of your life. So he gave me a whole bunch of things I need to keep track of, like types of foods to eat, types of activities to participate in. But it was a little bit hard because it was COVID it was the beginning of COVID when I discovered all this. So he was just trying to teach me like how to, it's something I have to live with, which kind of sucks, but we'll make it through. It prevents proper dopamine production. Yeah. Matcha, can I be in your brain? Oh my gosh. If you can like discover what's going on in there, then yeah, sure, you go right ahead. I give you my consent to be inside my brain. Hey, can we be your dopamine? You guys are already my dopamine. I've been feeling so much better since I started becoming a VTuber and started streaming and stuff. Well, actually, before I even became a VTuber, I was working like not even a 9 to 5. I think I told you guys this before, but I was working like a 9 to like 12. I was working a job that had me working 14-hour days. It was terrible. And they weren't like overtime either. It was salaried, so they were like, you have to be there and stuff. And it's like, okay, they kind of gaslit me into doing it. So I finally quit. And then I got another job that's just like part-time, and I started doing this and doing my art, and I've honestly never been happier. Like, I can see my friends more, I can see my parents more, I can see everybody more. I was making a lot of money, but what's the point of like making money if you can't actually use it? That's a resource. Take that out. Like, there's absolutely no point in that's still a resource. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? There's no point in making so much money if you can't, like, you don't even have time to use it, you know? And that sucks. And plus, I'm like, I'm in my 20s. I'm in my mid-20s. Like, what am I doing working my ass off for a government that doesn't even like me, you know? Gaslit, true. Because every time I mentioned it to my manager, I think my breaking point was when I went to my manager and I was like, hey, I don't like working for 14 hours. I know that I work for 4 days a week, well, sometimes 5, but I'm not I had to think about it. Like, I was talking to one of my friends and I was like, hey, I don't think I should be working this many hours. I don't work in the medical field. I was working more hours than a person in a medical field during COVID. Like, what? I'm not saving lives. Like, why am I working so much? So I asked my manager, I was like, hey, can I like get my hours adjusted or like get my days changed? Like, What do I have to do to improve my work-life balance? Because when the weekend comes, the first day of the weekend day is just spent sleeping because I haven't slept. And then the next 2 days, I have no energy to do anything. We have a cutscene. Matcha, I was just cleaning some dust off my saw. But anywho, long story short, they said, no, we can't adjust your hours. We do need everybody here. And I was like, wait, you don't really need me here. I quit. Here's my 2 weeks. I'm gonna go and be an anime girl online so I can at least be happy. Yeah, our situation is painful here too. Work 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. for the most. It's paying under normal salary rates. Oh my god. Have you ever made anything out of wood, Matcha? I have in real life. I mean, it wasn't great, but I made it. Great. Then this blueprint should be a piece of cake for you. Blueprint, oh my gosh. I think we've become good enough friends that I could trust you with my carpentry secrets. Here, let me show you the blueprints. Blue. You learned how to craft flute block and drum block. Oh, I didn't know I could craft those. You can use these to get creative on your farm. It feels good to be able to decorate your house with the things that you made yourself. Oh, that's pretty cool. I actually came up here to look for Linus. I just wanted to visit for the sake of it. No, 7 to 10 is 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. is disgusting behavior. Like, that shouldn't be a thing. I know some jobs like require, it should be illegal. It should be illegal for salaried workers to work so long within a day. Because I feel like just because you're salaried, they just take advantage of you. Because your hours aren't documented. You're just paid a fixed rate. I also told myself that I would never work a salary position ever again because of that. Because I felt like I was just so taken advantage of. It was gross. YouTube keeps denying my appeals. Oh my gosh. How long are you banned for? Like, is it a perma ban? Is it an IP ban? I still have no idea where Linus is. I think it's the fall. Well, it's the fall, but I think he picks berries during the fall, so I think he can literally be anywhere. Find a job you enjoy, you love, least you become stagnant and depressed is what my PE teacher kept telling us, which is inspirational because he loved being a PE teacher so much that he actually convinced me to exercise daily. Oh my gosh. The PE teacher that I had in high school was a retired athlete. He had to retire due to an injury. So he decided to become a PE teacher so that he could teach people to work out properly without getting injured like he did, which I think that's really inspirational. That was like one of the coolest things ever. Because he was like, if I was taught young about, I want to grab this. What? I can't grab the crib? I can't get the crib? I thought I could pick up the crib. Do I have to grab it a certain way? I can pick up the bed. What in the heck? I really can't pick this up? Huh? There's no way. I know I keep trying, but I'm a little... There's no way I can... What? I'm so confused. Oh, I think I have to have the crib destroyed. Like, I have to have Robin destroy the crib. I think that's the... Okay, yeah, that's exactly what's going on. I think they do that so that you don't delete it by accident in case you want a child. I have no idea if I want a child right now. Which is something because I'm not the healthiest of the bunch. I'm pretty lazy. I could be your crib, but stop! That's not how that works! Oh no. Oh, that was an accident. Nope, put that back. I think I could just make some of these right now, right where I'm standing. Easy. I don't want a child because I'm a child. I want VTuber friends, but a lot of VTubers seem to be friends with other VTubers. I know some people stick with their cliques. What's kind of funny is that the few friends that I really have, like Maki's not a VTuber, but I stream with her. I've only streamed with her. I've never collabed with any other VTuber. I do have other VTuber collabs planned, but I know one collab's not until April. Like, I've only just now been collabing with people. Because all I ever knew was, like, playing games with Maki all my life. Because I've known her for so long. But I do have 2 collabs planned. Yeah, that's about it. I haven't made that many VTuber friends. I've been so, like, nervous to introduce myself to other VTubers. Mainly because I'm very new, so I have a very small, like, community, you know? And everybody's already, like, established. They kind of established themselves during, like, the COVID era and everything. So I was just like, oof.